Welcome to Art for Justice in Conversation. I am Mahogany L. Browne, writer and curator. We are a community of artists, advocates, and allied donors disrupting mass incarceration. In this series, I'll interview artists creating a true justice system which keeps families together and treats people with dignity and compassion.
Blue, black, brown, baby, buckshot, shorty, rock, melanated prince, king, kissed by the sun. Where do I begin to explain the fury you have faced? History books and Bibles erased you. Hollywood insults, rewrites, and defaces you. Cops, courts, and vigilantes chase you, murder you, and then blame you because you defy every lie your enemy has told about you. These English patients who built their self-esteem on white supremacist cockamamie false facts, broken toothpicks, rabid research, and fantastic fibs. So how dare you have the audacity to live and survive the unsurvivable? Hundreds of years of insanity, rape, murder, torture, psychic trauma, 400 years of relentless crimes against humanity. And you still shine? You still fly? You still got your magic? What you talking about? These jokers is just jealous, baffled by your brilliance, your soul force resilience, and refusal to be beat. Though a little broken, scuffed up, and tired, you have always been more powerful than your oppressor, as you should. Because mama, me, I, she, I, we stirred you up good, boy. You, mystic, master of mystery, who taught the Greeks everything they know, as they sat by your feet, learning math, medicine, astronomy, mythology, philosophy, geometry, sacred masonry, and prayer, how to turn papyrus into paper and extract wisdom from trees, how nature is your greatest teacher and supplies all your needs. You built the Sphinx and temples and colossal statues in stone that mirror your broad nose and thick lips on your face. Long before telescopes, you studied outer space, cosmic communicators with intergalactic alien life. Science fiction was a fact. New age is old age, dating back to when you built landscapes of monuments in accordance to the stars. Then you civilized Europe. This is who you truly are. Best believe they know it, but you forgot it. That's why I write, to remind you. I must remind you so you never forget. Your strength is biblical, so outrageous, so surreal, sometimes it seems mythical.
Liza Jessie Peterson has worked with incarcerated youth, both male and female, in various capacities for over 20 years. A former runway model, poet, and playwright. You may have seen her on Def Poetry Jam. You may have seen her on Slam. But I met her being auntie in this community, reminding poets that they need to mind their language and that we need to stand by what we say. It can't just be for frills, it can't just be for giggles. And I love that about you, that you've required that of young poets coming up, that you just have to say what you mean. You have to mean what you say. Somebody is watching.
Our voices do matter, and that we deserve to have space held for us, particularly in this moment, um, and to listen to what we have to say. This moment that we're in is really, it's painful medicine. It's painful, bitter medicine for everybody. So we got to stop tiptoeing around talking about things in a way that we need to talk about it and just fucking talk about it.
Disrupting mass incarceration is a mission that ties together the Art for Justice community. What sparked your interest in this work?
The issue of mass incarceration in 1998. This is before Michelle Alexander's book was out. So mass incarceration was not even a term we were using. And I was asked to teach a poetry workshop at Rikers Island to teach incarcerated adolescent boys. You know, I'm a teaching artist, right? That's what we do. We take the gig for the money. I needed the money. So I wasn't on like, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to teach the kids at Rikers Island. I wasn't on some freedom writing mission. No, I was on some I need to pay the rent mission. And I was supposed to do a 3-week workshop. This is in 1998. And 3 weeks turned into 3 years because every teacher on the school floor kept passing me around like a hot potato. Oh, we want her next. We want her next. We want her next. So I became the poet in residence at Rikers Island. And during my first couple weeks there was a correctional officer who said to me, you know, I'm coming to do my little poetry workshop. And he said, you don't know where you are, do you? And I said, yeah, I'm at Rikers Island. He said, no. He said, you're on a modern day plantation. And he pointed to the boys who were in uniform, the adolescent boys. And he said, that's the new crop. That's the new cotton. And I looked horrified because I had never heard this metaphor before. Right? This is 1998, so I didn't have the language. It wasn't in the air. It wasn't in the zeitgeist. And he said, when you go home, he said, you put prison industrial complex into the computer and see what you find. And when I see you tomorrow, we're going to have a conversation about it. And so I went home, got on my computer, and I fell down the rabbit hole of this information. And that's what sparked the fuel. And that was in 1998, so that was over 20 years ago, and I've been in that rabbit hole ever since.